The first knock came on a rainy Tuesday night. Knock, knock, knock. Ethan Brooks opened his eyes and looked at the digital clock beside his bed. 3 o'clock a.m. Half asleep, he walked to the front door and opened it. No one was there. The street was empty. The rain fell quietly under a flickering streetlight. He shrugged, locked the door, and went back to bed. The next night, the same 3 knocks echoed through the house. Knock, knock, knock. Again the clock reads 3 o'clock a.m. This time Ethan rushed outside. No footsteps, no cars. No one hiding nearby. Only silence. By the 4th night he decided to stay awake. At 2:59 a.m. he sat in complete darkness, staring at the front door. The clock changed. 3 o'clock a.m. Knock, knock, knock. Ethan threw the door open immediately. The porch was empty. But something hadn't been there before. A small white envelope rested on the welcome mat. On the front, written in shaky handwriting, was a single word: tomorrow. Confused, Ethan opened the envelope. Inside was one short message. Don't answer the door tomorrow. He laughed nervously and tossed the note into the trash. The next morning, he told his elderly neighbor about the strange knocks. Her smile disappeared instantly. What time? She asked quietly. Exactly 3 o'clock a.m. Every night. She stared at him for a moment, then whispered, if you hear it again, whatever you do, don't open the doors. Before Ethan could ask why, she closed the door and locked it. That night, Ethan refused to believe the warning. Instead of sleeping, he mounted a small security camera above his front door and waited. The house was silent. The clock slowly changed to 3 o'clock a.m. Knock, knock, knock. The sound echoed through the hallway. Ethan did not move. He looked at the live camera feed on his phone. The porch was empty. No person. No shadow, nothing. Yet the knocking continued. After a few seconds, it stopped. His heart pounded as he slowly opened the front door. Again, no one. But on the welcome mat lay another white envelope. Inside was a new message. You're already too late. The next morning, Ethan replayed the security footage. At exactly 3 o'clock a.m., the camera suddenly filled with static for 3 seconds. When the picture returned, the envelope was already on the mat. No one had placed it there. No one had walked away. It had simply appeared. That evening, Ethan went to Mrs. Holloway's house. She looked terrified when she saw the envelope. Without opening it, she whispered, "It finally found you." Before Ethan could ask what she meant, someone knocked on her front door. 3 slow knocks, knock, knock, knock. Both of them looked at the clock. It was exactly 3 o'clock a.m. Neither of them moved. The knocking came again, knock, 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 Mrs. Holloway's hands began to shake. She whispered, "Don't answer it." The knocking stopped. After a full minute of silence, Ethan carefully looked through the peephole. No one. He slowly opened the door. The porch was empty, but another envelope lay on the doormat. This one had only 4 words written inside. It knows your name. Suddenly, Ethan's phone rang. The caller ID showed unknown. He answered. For a few seconds, there was only static. Then a slow whisper came through the speaker, "Ethan, I'll knock again tomorrow." The call ended. His blood ran cold. Mrs. Holloway looked at him with tears in her eyes. "I received those same envelopes 20 years ago," she whispered. "They stopped after the 7th night." Ethan looked at her hopefully. "What happened on the 7th night?" She lowered her head. Her voice barely escaped her lips. "My husband opened the door." Ethan didn't sleep. He locked every door and window before 3 o'clock a.m. Mrs. Holloway stayed with him. Neither of them spoke. The clock changed. 3 o'clock a.m. Knock, knock, knock. This time the knocking was louder. The front door slowly began to shake. Another envelope slid underneath it. With trembling hands, Ethan picked it up. Inside was one sentence. Open the doors. And it all ends. The knocking stopped. Silence filled the house, then. 3 knocks came again. Not from the front door. From Ethan's bedroom upstairs, knock, 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 misses. Holloway's face turned pale. She whispered, "It doesn't stay outside anymore." At that moment, someone slowly turned the upstairs bedroom doorknob. Even though no one else was inside the house, the doorknob stopped moving. The entire house fell silent. Ethan slowly walked upstairs, his heart pounding. The bedroom door creaked open by itself. The room was empty. No footsteps. No shadow. Only one final white envelope lying on the floor. He opened it with trembling hands. Inside were 6 chilling words. "You finally stopped answering. Goodbye." The lights suddenly came back on. The strange knocking never returned. Days turned into weeks. Then months. Ethan believed it was finally over. Until one rainy night. He woke up at exactly 3 a.m. Not because someone knocked on his door, but because someone knocked. From inside his bedroom closet, knock, knock, knock. Ethan never opened it. The next morning, his closet door was slightly open. Inside, another white envelope rested on the floor. This time, there was no message. Only a list of names. At the very bottom, a new name had appeared. Ethan Brooks. If someone knocks on your door at exactly 3 a.m., make sure the sound is coming from outside.